Hey, my Legion, how y'all doing today? I want to do a movie review from something that Tony told me about, but first of all, I wanted to say that I was checking my subscriptions out on YouTube, and the first one that popped up was Trav. Seeing Trav again after like 7 months of doing a video is pretty cool, pretty awesome. It made me happy. I was the first and second one to comment on the video. And it was a shout out for I Know Gaming channel or Cassie's channel, and I know them very well, and I do watch their channel, and the channel's awesome too. It wasn't just about seeing Trav on video again. Well, anyways, I want to do a video of the review of the video Stage Fright, because what happened earlier today, I was just scanning through the channels, and just out of random, CW has like shows movies. And at 8 o'clock, they have like a Sunday day showing Disturbing Behavior. But before that, at 5:30, they showed the Slasher Classic Happy Birthday to Me. And I made a video about it saying, like, hey, it's kind of refreshing for fans of slasher films that a major network is showing an old classic slasher film. And then Tony commented, he liked the video, and he said, check out something on Tony Talant, Wrestling Talent. He said, check out something. They did a remake of Stage Fright on Netflix. And I didn't know about that. And so I checked it out, and here's a review of the movie Stage Fright from 2014. Now, the original, there's two Stage Frights. One was from 1980. It was also called Nightmares, and then it's weird because sometimes when stuff goes on video, they change the title of it. Because I remember before going to the Army at the Albion Family Video Rental Place in Albion, they had like two covers back to back with very similar looking covers but different titles, and it was really weird. I remember seeing this, but and there was another one that was with a similar looking cover to her, something like that. One had Jeffrey Combs in it, and it was Stage Fright, but it was really called Nightmares, and they put Stage Fright on it. But the one in Stage Fright I really remember from 1987. I was in right before, I don't know, like 5 months or so before going to the Army, maybe less. There was an Italian film called Stage Fright. I remember renting it and watching it. It was about like this stage production. This guy was a killer, and he had like this big owl mask, and there was like shots of flying owls and stuff like that. It's pretty bizarre, but cool movie. Well, anyways, on to 2014 Stage Fright on Netflix. And it has Minnie Driver and Meatloaf a Day, and it starts out with this one rehearsal of this horror film called The Haunting of the Opera. Instead of Phantom of the Opera, Haunting of the Opera, and Minnie Driver's the lead singer in it, and backstage, she sees her kids there, and she signs a little thing for her daughter and her son, and all of a sudden they leave, and then this guy with a mask comes behind her. And the guy said they're going to catch us or something like that. And then he ends up killing her. Very brutally, by the way. And he was kind of a fool when he made out with her because she still looks good. I haven't seen Minnie Driver in a while. I think the last time I really saw Minnie Driver was that show on FX that got ruined because of the writer's strike. I can't remember what Eddie Izzard was in it, where they're like a bunch of gypsies making up lies. I think that was the last time I seen her. I could be wrong. I can't remember. Well, anyways, it goes to 10 years later, and the daughter's in bed. She's still traumatized by that. And before I go any further, this is like a musical horror film. There's lots of musical numbers in it. Sometimes lighthearted musical numbers. And it's really weird that they got the musical numbers and the choreography along with the horror film. I mean, a long time ago, that would be a little bit unusual. But, I mean, they did that for, like, Little Shop of Horrors. They did that for Slumber Party Massacre, too, which really surprised me. With Chris Bernard was in it, that really surprised me. They did musical numbers in that. That was weird. And then Repo the Genetic Opera. But these songs are more lighthearted, and they're somewhat memorable. Somewhat. And it involves the summer camp where these kids go to. I guess they go to, it's called Center Stage, and it's like parents pay for this kids to go to the summer camp, and they're involved in this giant production play. Either they're acting or in makeup or production, or they do something. And the mother's daughter, the mother who got killed, her daughter and Dad and her brother all work there, and her and her brother are cooks there. And she wants to, and then they were saying they were going to announce what, this is like 10 years later, what the new play is going to be, and it's going to be Haunting of the Opera, that play that was all screwed up before. And it's like a take on Phantom of the Opera. And she's competing to be the lead singer, Sophia, her mother's role, but she really, technically, she can't do it because she's a cook. But they make an exception, and she ends up being in a competitive role with this other girl. And I don't want to give too much away. There's a big space. The parts with the musical number are pretty much lighthearted. But the killings are pretty brutal, especially the first two. But there's a big gap of time, like about 30, 40 minutes between the first killing of Minnie Driver and the second killing. And then towards the last half hour, it gets more to the slasher. I don't want to give that much away, but I mean, when they do have the slasher, they do a heavy metal type theme. Or when he kills later on, they do like heavy metal, like similar to Argento did in opera, or Terror of the Opera. That's why that's the American title for it, but he called it opera. I remember seeing it in 91 in Fort Detrick, Maryland, and that was awesome. That was an awesome movie. But I know more as Terror of the Opera. And then he went on in 96 to do a so-so remake of Phantom of the Opera with Julian Sands in it. And I remember when I was in the Army, they had a really cool Phantom of the Opera with Robert Englund as the killer. And my dad hated it. He said that was too gory, but I liked it. That was a good one. Well, anyways, I really enjoyed Stage Fright. I thought it was very entertaining. Had an interesting twist at the end, even though I guessed who the killer was. But it was interesting how they did it towards the last 20, 30, 25 minutes. It was really cool how they did that. And like I said, he did like a heavy metal type thing. And like I said, probably give it a 9.5 out of 10. I really enjoyed it. Now, the one thing is, whenever it ends, watch the credits and listen to the lyrics on the credits. Some of the lyrics are pretty funny. Yeah, check those out. I wanted to thank Tony Talant. Also, I got a couple of short film reviews to do. Because one of the things when I was on Roku looking up free streaming channels, there's a channel I found a long time ago, and I didn't mess around with it too much because Dad was always saying I was wasting too much time. He wanted to watch something right away, and sometimes you have to search through it whenever he was still alive. And it was the Shorts channel, was a Shorts Film Festival channel. It had like a real cheesy picture of Shorts on with like a thing in the middle looks like a hard on, which is pretty bad. And I saw some short films I want to give brief reviews to. One was like a scene from Blood, Bullets, and Blades, like an action film. And that was pretty good for what they did. I'd give that a 7 out of 10. Even though there's a great line when the guy had the knife, he cuts this guy right there, and he cuts his shirt, and he goes, "Hey, that's a $1,600 shirt." I like that line. That was a cool line. One called Extreme Pinocchio, which is, I don't recommend this one at all. It gave me the creeps for all the wrong reasons. You don't want to see this one at all, believe me. That gets, I can't, I don't even want to rate that one. It's too creepy. I mean, it's not creepy it's creepy in a bad way. It was awful. Lucy and the Limbs, which is really strange animated one about this girl that befriends like these limbs of a dead body. It's animated. It looks like something from Happy Tree Friends, that really bizarre animated show. That was weird. That gets a 10 out of 10 on that one. That was really clever, though. What's that? I Need My Monster. Yeah, about this kid that had a monster on his bed, and he left a note saying he'll be back in a week, went to go fishing. And this kid actually looked for replacement monsters to hide under his bed. That was really good. That was made in this one college made that, and it was... It looks like something Pixar made, but it was really good computer animation. I'm surprised that wasn't something Pixar made. That was really good and cute. That was a 10 out of 10 right there. What's there? I'm trying to think of something else. There was a couple that weren't there that wouldn't let me watch them. They said they must have been taken off or something. There was one the award winner called 11 Minutes about like this guy that last 11 minutes of like a workplace shooting. And is through his suicide note. But it was weird because he would shoot people like this. Because short films are experimental. He'd shoot people like this. Or if a 12-gauge shotgun, he'd pretend like a rifle and shoot people like that. It was really different. And then there was no blood till the end of the thing when they show the victims. It was really different. And that was the award winner. That was a 10 out of 10. It was very brilliant. So there you have it. I really like Stage Fright. I want to thank my friend Tony Talant again. It was really nice seeing Trav do a video again, which was awesome. I got a couple of little things I did. I think maybe Friday or something. I had my zombie shirt on, and I did like a little video because it looks like the size of a human head right here. So I put that thing on I put it like this and say I use it like a mask. It looked pretty cool. I did a little video of that. I'll edit that on at the end of this. And also, these are the two cameras I use to film my on location stuff. And I used this one, and I showed it what it looked like at 6 o'clock. Trucker Callan's right; it was dark as hell. So I'm gonna put the I'll put the zombie shirt thing at first, and then I'll put the dark as hell thing after that. So I hope you like this video on the Sunday night, and then in a little bit, Bar Rescue is going to be on. I was going to watch Walking Dead, but Walking Dead's an hour and a half, and it would cut into Bar Rescue, so I decided to make this video and watch Paige on Conan O'Brien, which I haven't done yet. And the videos. And before I go, I also want to, I did those things about David Lynch last night. He also did a great show called Dumbland. And I guess it was something for 2015. Whole bunch of episodes are really funny. The animation is really, really bad, but I think that's on purpose. But they're really funny. I really like those better than his other short films I reviewed. And those get a 10 out of 10 from me. So I hope you like this video, and stay tuned for the zombie t-shirt thing and also the outside look of everything. I got to hook up my camera. So till next time, enjoy those two little add-on videos. Alright. Rawr. Hey everybody, I'm a zombie. Rawr. Easiest Halloween costume ever. Rawr, I'm a zombie. Wow, I guess Trucker Callan was right about setting your clocks back while about it being dark as hell. At 6:08, I remember walking home or going home and being light out. It's not pitch black, but it's pretty black. It's pretty dark out. Wow. Trucker Callan's right.